to start you off on this lesson, I want you to do a little quick activity that should try and hopefully explain to you the need for network protocols. Okay, so on some small chopped up pieces of paper, I would like you to draw on them in the middle some triangles, squares, circles and stars. Then around the edge of the shape, I want you to draw a line from the shape to the edge of your little piece of paper. Now I've got an example of one here already done for you. So I've drawn a circle in the middle, then I've drawn a line, 4 lines going from the circle to the edge of the piece of paper. Okay, I want you to draw some triangles, circles, squares and stars in the middle of small pieces of paper and then draw lines from them to the edge of the paper. Sounds simple enough? Have a go. Pause this video here whilst you do. Don't look at the next bit of this video because it will give the game away. Okay, pause it here. Have a go. Okay, so you should have in front of you now a selection of pieces of paper with your triangles, squares, circles and stars on them and lines that go from those shapes to the edge of your piece of paper. What I want you to do now is try and arrange your pieces of paper into a neat, orderly square or even a long line, but it must be neat and orderly. Okay, I don't want them to be some up and some down, and I want you to try and get them so that all of the lines from your shapes all touch. Now I tried to do it with these two, and as you can see, the line here coming off this triangle does not touch the line coming off the bottom of the triangle here. It doesn't touch, they don't match up, they don't connect. Okay, and here I've got a line coming off the circle and then a line coming off the triangle, and they don't match up, they don't connect. You have a go with yours now, see if you can make it line up and connect. Pause the video here and come back when you've done it. Okay, now unless you were very, very lucky, when you drew your shapes and your lines, when you then tried to join them up and make the lines connect, you should notice from this activity that they didn't connect. Okay, now I want you to have a little think about why this was. Why didn't they connect? What did you not do at the beginning when you drew them that prevented you from being able to connect them up together? Have a little think and pause this video here whilst you do so. Right, is it because when we first drew our shapes, I missed out a very important stage? I didn't tell you to think about the lines connecting up later on. I just asked you to draw some shapes and draw some lines, and you didn't know that they had to line up or connect later on. You didn't know, so your shapes then didn't connect and they didn't connect up. Now what you're going to learn today in this lesson is that protocols are a little bit like this activity. Okay, this activity is showing you that if you have instructions, or if you do something without having set instructions to allow things to connect together, they simply won't. And this is what happens in computing. There are lots of different organisations and lots of different people all over the world, all creating different software, different technology, and it's fantastic that everybody's having a go and making lots of new technology and lots of new software and lots of new ways to communicate using computers. But if they don't talk to each other, if they don't decide how their piece of software or their technology or their communication method, if they don't decide how it's going to communicate or connect up with all the other types of software and technology that's already been made, they will find that they simply won't connect. They will make something that can't connect, that can't be used. In the real world, large organisations, they do exactly the same thing. They talked it through and they came up with rules, and these rules are called standards or protocols, and these help computers connect together. A protocol is a very special set of rules that enables communication between computers.